I like how Tyler, Owen Cook, his also name is Tyler in RSD. He had this idea about barriers, creating barriers, so that your ideals cannot be penetrated. Now, I like that to a certain extent because although you do need to be grounded in your ideals about life, you do need to have some regard as to, knowing that you don't know every damn thing. Maybe your ideas are not always right, and be able to revisit that. And just like with this fort, it was never breached. But I'm sure everybody behind these walls didn't agree with what Spain had going on when they, colonized the city and took over and everything. Everybody wasn't in agreement with that. Hell, it may have been to the point where most of the people were not, the natives may not have been in agreement with that, but majority is not about the number of people, it's about the power of people. So you can have 100 really powerful people among 1,000 weak people. What the 100 people want is gonna go. That's what's gonna prevail, and they will be considered the majority. Just like in South Africa, for the longest, South Africans, whites were considered the majority, but they were only about, I think, 5-10% of the population. And I remember studying this in political science, and people were like, how the hell is that possible? But it's all about the power. It's not about the numbers. So it's just something to keep in mind. Do have a strong barrier, tight fortress, not just wavering and changing up whenever, somebody thinks you should move in a different direction or think a certain way about certain things. But at the same time, be willing to shift, bend, be flexible. There's no one good answer to this life. It's a whole lot of trial and error, a lot of experimentation. You wanted one answer, didn't you? It don't work like that. It ain't one way. Thank you for joining me. HarmonicLiving101.com. Make sure to rate, comment, and subscribe.